PWCC is a great way to sell your sports cards. If you're looking for a way to support the Cajun Cardboard YouTube channel, consider using the promo code Cajun, all caps, CAJUN, when you're selling your cards on the PWCC marketplace.
Hey guys, Brian with Cajun Cardboard coming at you from the great state of Louisiana with
possibly the quickest mail day of all time. Also, maybe the most boring mail day of all time. I do have 7 cards, and a few of them are PSA 10 Jordans. 5 out of the 7 are PSA 10 Jordans, but it's just, I don't know, there's something about it. Like, I'm just being transparent with y'all. As big cards come in, I share them. As little cards come in, I share them. Placeholders, yes. Whales, grails, tier 1, tier 4, not in the hierarchy at all. Whatever I put in my vault, soccer cards coming soon. Whatever I put in my vault, I just kind of show you guys. Again, not to be an influencer, because you'll see the kind of cards I'm going to show you today. I'm not. I don't think I am nearly persuasive enough to influence people to collect what I collect when it comes to the cards that arrive today. But you know, mail days are mail days for what they're worth. Sometimes y'all just want to chill, kick your feet up, have some coffee on a Saturday morning, and see some cards that hit other people's accounts. So here I am in between a couple of real estate closings, and let's knock this out in about literally 5 to 10 minutes. Let's get going here. I have got your slideshow pulled up. All my cards are in my PWCC Vault. If you want to know more about the PWCC Vault or vaulting in general, just give me a call. Give me a holler. Hit me on Instagram. I'm easy to find, Cajun_cardboard. We're happy to chat through it with you. I can tell you the pros. I can tell you the cons. It's just based on my experience. I can't tell you what to do or what's right for you, but vaulting my Michael Jordan collection, really my entire card collection with PWCC is invaluable and indispensable for me. All right, card number 1 is the card that matters the most. So we're starting at the top and working our way down. So it's only going to get worse from here. This is a pretty interesting card, though, and I've actually got it pulled up on Card Ladder. There's a couple variations of this card. There's the regular, there's the embossed, there's the die-cut embossed gold embossed refractor serial number 74, which I happen to own a copy of. This is the 1997 Finest, number 154, and guys, I can't stress to you enough how difficult it is to take a picture of this card. It just looks brown. It's beige. It looks terrible. The card in hand, I would love to tell you it's shinier or as shiny as a gold prism refractor from the Panini Prism era. It's not. It's just not. But it is a good looking card. It is a pretty damn rare card, and it is very rare in a PSA 10. So here it is, and you can see they even use the word rare. Card number 154 M31. That's what the back of the card looks like. And then that is what the front of the card looks like. Some of you guys may have seen the Golden Balls die cut refractor. That is a tier 1 card in the Jordan hierarchy, and there's also a regular refractor as well. If we pull the card up on Card Ladder, this is my card. This is the base card. You can see there's only been about 600 of these, sorry, graded by PSA and BGS combined. After all these years, that's 26 years of grading, there's only been about 600 graded, 37 PSA 10s. And that's why this base card is a $482, maybe a $500 card, something like that. I've got this sorted wrong. That's why it's all messed up. So let's see if I can find. I want to kind of narrow this search down on Card Ladder. Where's the last one? That's with coating. So you could have it with or without coating, obviously. Here's one without coating. That's the last one that sold, $505. So there you go, $794. Mine's $239. I graded mine. Mine came from the cross country collection, so it's right at a $500 card. I think we can safely say, hell, here's one that sold for $690, $590, $460, $500. I think 500 is a fair number for that card, which is a pretty good chunk of change for a base card. Next is a placeholder, another card that I graded from the cross country collection. This is the 1996 Finest, number 127. Also peeled the coating off this bad boy. Not a ton of value in a base Finest card in PSA 9. You know, maybe if it was 1993 Finest number 1 base PSA 9, that would probably have a little bit of value, but 96, not so much. That's what the back of the card looks like. This is an uncommon card, so somewhere between common and rare. Uncommon dwells, and that's what this card is, sort of that mezzanine level. The rest, next I've got an inside stuff, and this is a tough one. I should have looked this one up. I want to show you guys something. I got this graded for the cross-country collection, and there is a smudge on it. It looks like there's a white dot in the way just to the left of the basketball, but there's not. But this inside stuff logo here is very, it's the inside stuff top 10. That inside stuff logo is very nostalgic for those of us that are around my age, maybe a little bit younger. That inside stuff was a show that used to come on Saturdays in between and or before cartoons. With the great Ahmad Rashad and the very delicious Willow Bay. And that show used to come on Saturdays, and we used to watch it. That was sort of back then, before social media, before phones, before your league pass, before all of these different ways to kind of get an introspective look at these professional basketball players. All you had was inside stuff, and that's why they called it inside stuff, because that was the only time you got to look inside, behind, and around as to what's going on in these guys' daily lives. And so I don't know if you can go back and watch these episodes. I gotta believe you can go find these inside stuff episodes somewhere on YouTube or somewhere on the internet, but that's what that symbol was. That was the actual logo that they used for the show itself. And that's what the card looks like. It's a very, very tough card to get. 97 inside stuff. Let me plug this in. PSA 9, not a big one, right? 137 bucks, something like that. Watch this though. This is why the card's a little bit valuable in a PSA 9. There's 7 PSA 10s. This is a card that's only been graded about 191 times between PSA and BGS. 7 PSA 10s, 2 BGS 9.5s, and so this will serve as a placeholder. But look at these gem rates, guys. Let me highlight them for you. There you go, 4.93%. 4.08%, so less than 1 out of 20 is going to grade a PSA 10. That's why I stuck this PSA 9 in my collection for the time being. Next, we have the 1996 NBA Stars Michael Jordan card number 74, the Golden Season card. There are 3 base cards in this 1996 Topps NBA Stars. There's 24, 74, and 124. This is the Golden Season. It's PSA 10. It's not a valuable card, but it's a base holder, and I've now completed all 3 of them. So happy to complete that trifecta. And then this one I graded only because it looked perfect. It's a $1 card. It may not even be a $1 card. You could probably buy 12 for $10 if I had to guess. But it's Jordan in a suit. He's obviously shaking hands and doing some shit outside of basketball off the court. This is called Court Perspectives. There are a couple different variations of Court Perspectives, and this one featuring Jordan in a suit came back a PSA 10 from PSA. So I was actually for once very correct that when I pulled the card, I was like, ooh, this is cheap as hell. I don't really care about non-Bulls jersey Jordan cards, to be quite honest with you, that much. A couple I do, but not that much. Mod Squad comes to mind, a couple others. But maybe Fanimation, maybe, I don't know. But and I do like the Wizard stuff as well. But like Jordan in a suit, those kind of t-shirt Jordans, pajama Jordans, whatever, suit Jordans, I don't really dig those that much. But this one looked perfect, so I was like, well, hell, we'll grade it. It's an Upper Deck base card. And so I got it graded. Collector's Choice, the true base card from 1996, Collector's Choice. This is card number 23. Not sure why they had to abbreviate Collectors. They could have easily fit that in there. But anyway, this is just his true base card from Collector's Choice. Another one where, it's probably a $2 card. It looked absolutely perfect. Centering struck me as impeccable and perfect, so I thought it had a chance at a 10. Sure enough, the gods at PSA shine their light on me and it graded a PSA 10. And then the last card of the day is Bulls Playbook. I actually graded 2 of these, and both of them graded PSA 10, so I sold one and kept one. But any card that features, Kukoc and Rodman on the back, and then Jordan and Pippen when they were back on speaking terms on the front needs to be graded. And so this is also 1996 Collector's Choice. I would call this a subset card because I think they had these playbook cards for the various NBA teams, and the Bulls just happened to feature these 2 jokers, Jordan and Pippen, together. And it may look like Pippen's giving Jordan instructions, but I am highly skeptical of that. It is quite likely the opposite of that. Jordan giving Pippen not necessarily instructions, but demands. So that's 2 cards from Collector's Choice that both came back a 10. That's the list. 7 cards, 2 9s, 5 10s. Again, nothing crazy sexy. This is really the only one that's a kind of a big card. I'd call it, I think a $500 card is a big card, and it's awesome to get a copy of it, especially when there's so few of them in existence. So that's it, guys. End of the mail day. Thank you guys as always for watching. If you want to support the channel, there's lots of free ways to do it. I make this as free as possible. The only non-free way is to go click the PayPal link that's in this YouTube description. If you want to just give a few bucks to support the channel, go click the PayPal link. That's great. I rarely ask people to do that, but it's there if that's the way that you choose to do it. Another way you can support the channel is buying and selling on PWCC on the platform, the very platform that I was displaying these cards on. They have weekly auctions, they have monthly auctions, and they even have a fixed price marketplace. If you're going to send cards to sell on PWCC, try PWCC. They're a consignment auction house. They're no different than the consigners that are on eBay, except they sell it on the PWCC weekly or premier auctions. Give it a shot. If you have any questions about it, call me. But if you're going to submit cards, even if you're just going to submit cards to keep in your vault like I did with these 7 cards, use the promo code Cajun. I did. It's capital C-A-J-U-N, all capitals, C-A-J-U-N, Cajun. I made it as easy as possible to remember. Even a Cajun can remember it. And then if you're going to buy on PWCC, which I absolutely love buying from the PWCC weeklies, because if you have a free PWCC vault, when you buy on the PWCC weekly, your card goes straight into your vault right when you pay. There's like no downtime. It's instantaneous. And then I can share it with you guys in a mail day when I pick up cards in the PWCC weekly. If you're going to buy on PWCC weekly, another free way you can support the channel is just clicking the affiliate link in my YouTube description for this very video as well. Anyway, thank you guys as always for watching. Keep collecting, stay positive in the hobby. And by the way, Michael Jordan hierarchy posters are still available. Message me on Instagram to get one. They are expensive because shipping is anywhere from 40 to 50 bucks, but you can get 3 or 4. It's only $10 for each additional poster after the first poster. So a lot of people are ordering 3 and 4 of them. They're framing one, or they're putting one and hanging it on the wall, or maybe they tack 2 of them up and they use the hierarchy as a checklist for their Jordan collecting, so you can see the pack odds on the back and then the hierarchy poster on the front. If all of this sounds Greek to you, go find the Michael Jordan hierarchy playlist on this YouTube channel and you'll kind of understand what that's all about. Anyway, thanks as always. Keep collecting, stay positive in the hobby. Until next mail day, peace.